Sal a jugar, ¿pa' qué esperar? No hay que temer de esta cara. Sal a jugar, ¿pa' qué esperar? No hay que temer.
Sometimes in the studio the light is perfect, and sometimes you have only got 10 minutes left and suddenly the light decides what's going to happen. Today I will show you two ways to create a professional look with daylight or with just a single flash. Hi, I'm Tanja, a portrait photographer based in Germany, and this shot takes place at Loft Studio 14C in the all-white studio. We had booked the studio for several hours a day, different looks, different sets, and right at the end there was still a small time slot left, maybe 10 minutes. So we decided on the spot, okay, let's quickly shoot a sports outfit. The only problem was the sun had completely disappeared, so we needed a quick solution. In situations like this, I don't build a big lighting setup. I go for my quick and dirty solution. One flash, that's it. Here I use the Godox AD200 Pro and place it to the side, unpaid recommendation, slightly above the model, so basically a classic Rembrandt position. The light comes from the side and immediately starts shaping the face.
Sal a jugar, ¿pa' qué esperar? No hay que temer de esta cara. Sal a jugar, ¿pa' qué esperar? No hay que temer de esta cara. Damas y caballeros, les voy a contar que somos honey, de concreto. Uno hallan veces, otros se la pasan en secreto. No te confundas, no todo lo que ves es cierto. Que viejito, no es que solo estate atento. Silver lining, who's gonna play in style? Cuando hay reto, stay for a while.
If you like this video so far, I would appreciate if you give me a thumbs up. And you can subscribe to the channel, you're most welcome. And now we move on. And now here's an important trick. I deliberately placed the flash in a corner where everything around it was white. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. So the light bounces everywhere. That means the flash doesn't feel harsh. It spreads, oh, English is so difficult for me, sorry. It spreads throughout the room. You still get contrast, but the skin tones stay soft. And right at that moment, the sun suddenly came out, and then something happens in the studio that I absolutely love every time. Using daylight. In the loft studio, the windows create these beautiful pockets of light, strong shapes on the floor and the walls, almost like a natural spotlight. And my trick is very, very simple, but it works perfectly. I always place the model in the brightest spot in the room, not next to it, right in it. You see it here. That automatically gives you strong shadows, deep contrast, and that clean commercial look. Perfect for sports portraits. The sun didn't stay for long, maybe just a few minutes, 2 or 3, and that's exactly why it's important to be comfortable with both daylight and flash. And now quickly about the gear. I shot this with a Sigma R 35mm f1.4, but, and this is important, The look doesn't came from the lens alone. The aperture was stopped down anyway, because this isn't a classic portrait, it's closer to commercial work. For this kind of shooting you want structure, details and sharpness in the image. I've actually created a very similar look before with the Tamron 35mm at 2.8. You can see it here. It's my most affordable lens and the difference you see is minimal. So you really don't need an expensive lens for this. What matters much more is the light and where you place your subject. And now let's do a little mini recap. So here's the short version. If you have beautiful daylight, use it. Place your model in the brightest light zone in the room. If the light disappears, one flash is completely enough. Place it to the side and let the white walls work as reflectors. If you don't have white walls, put a reflector to the side. That way you can create this look even if you only have a few minutes. And if you like to see how I usually build editorial shoots, then make sure to watch the here or here linked video. In that one I show you more lighting setups and full shooting workflows. So we see us in the next video. Bye!